Welcome in, Greg Ruff along with you, and joining me is Chad Hibdon, the women's basketball coach here at Trevecca. And it seems really odd that this is your first year because you've been here for so long now, and we've gotten to know you a little bit and watched your team and your recruiting. But do you feel still new here?
No, not at all. We got started obviously in the spring, and myself and Coach Kaysen and now Coach Stevens, we've been here putting work in from day one, and so it feels like we've been here a while. But when we start on Saturday, that first day of practice, I'm sure there's going to be still some newness there, and we'll have some growing pains through the early part of our first week or so of practice, and that's when I think we'll realize, okay, we're trying to implement the things that we want to get done, and that's probably when we'll feel new again.
Absolutely. Talk about the process, because you've done this a couple of times now, because you went to Truett McConnell, you were there for a year, and now you're here. Going through that process, the players that were here that are returning, and then you recruit more players and you mesh those, and just getting everything set up, getting uniforms, getting schedules, just that whole process, what that's like.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you try to connect with your team and your players. Obviously, have a connection with your recruits that are coming in, and so then you start to build a relationship, with them, and then obviously try to get to know and build that relationship with the returners. And during that process, it's the organizational things that really take up a lot of time, and so it's a balance. You have to have a plan. You have to be organized and detailed, so that you're accomplishing both of those. So that when you get to your preseason, then it is all about your preseason. It's all about some team bonding, some team unity, some get to know things, and so it's just a great opportunity when you start a new program. The eagerness of everyone, and so I've done this a few times in my career. I always like to say I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty, and we've got a great staff that's willing to do the same thing. And it's a lot of work, but with the work comes a lot of reward too. And then most importantly, the reward is just really truly getting to know them. And I think sometimes after you've been at a program for a long time, I was at Blackman High School for 10 years, and sometimes I think you think things will just kind of happen, and you forget about doing all the things that you really need to do in those first few years, and especially the first few months of a job.
Yeah, you had a clear message coming in from day one when you got the job, even before it was announced. You've had a clear message all the way through. Talk about your message about championship built, about all the things that because you're just ingraining that into your team and into our community.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to have a consistent vision and for them to see it more than just hear it. And so what we've tried to do is model those things. And we have our 4 program pillars: our Give, Grow, Love, and Win, and that's just a collection of ideas that help us establish a culture of integrity, a culture of diversity. We want to celebrate all the uniquenesses of our players, and then also just a safeness about that it's okay for us to try to succeed. It's okay when we fail. It's okay when we do succeed. And then the whole basketball mission, the basketball vision is about being a champion for Christ, a champion in the classroom, a champion on the court, and a champion off the court, and just being championship build. And I think you build your DNA for each individual, and it's all a little different for them. But with our program pillars and with our motto and our vision about being championship built, it's all about being disciplined. It's all about being determined and having a direct approach to what we do. And our young ladies are excited. They're eager about it. They've bought in. I don't think they've bought in because they feel like they have to. I feel like they've bought in because it's something new, it's something fresh, and it's something that they're relishing right now.
It's connecting with them. You can really tell that from being outside the program in a sports information office. But one thing that I want to give you a chance to talk about this team. What is this team? I know you don't know yet because you haven't really practiced. But your vision, what is this team going to look like on the court?
There's got to be a toughness, and that's it started from being very detailed in every little thing that we do to build a mental and emotional toughness. And we've had our preseason workouts to build some more toughness with them, physical and even the mental and emotional. And so we want to be considered as just a very, very tough team on both ends of the court. We want to situations and circumstances really don't matter or dictate the way we play. We want to dictate the way we play because of the standards that we have, and that's what we want. As we're starting to figure out who we are as a basketball team, and our philosophies that we like to see in place, and then meshing them with what's going to be best for them to be successful, and that's where I think my experience and diverse experience of different things, helps be able to come in and go, okay, here's what we'd like to be, here's what we would like to do, but really what's going to help them be successful. But it's really all about a toughness, and with our young ladies, we have the backbone and a foundation with them that there's some tough girls in there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that a little bit ourselves out there. Even on photo day, they were tough.
Yeah.
They were tough.
Had the tough face and the seriousness but they have fun too.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a balance. It really is, and that's what we're really enjoying right now. Is they know right now when it's time to get to business and when it's time we're going to loosen up, and there should be an element of both.
There really should. Good job, Chad Hibdon. His first year at Trevecca coming up, and we'll see what it's all about for the 2016-17 season of Trevecca women's basketball.